Why, hello there, everybody, and welcome back to Septerra, the second recording of Septerra, because the first recording, my microphone did not actually pick anything up because the cord was loose. I really need to I probably need to go into my computer and tighten up what this thing plugs into because I think it might be loose. But yeah. I had already recorded this, which is why this is going to be a day late, because when I went to go upload it after recording it in the middle of the night, it was like, oh, by the way, yeah, it's not actually working. So yeah, I, for one, I had to look up just to remind myself what to do, because this RPG doesn't actually give you where to go like some other RPGs do. Which I do kind of like, but for a Let's Play, you do kind of need to know at least the rough direction of where you're going, otherwise you're just going to bumble about. But there is a couple things we need to do. For one, we need to buy 3 earplugs. Why do we need to buy 3 earplugs? Technically, I believe we might only need 1, but I'd still like to purchase 3, and I went to South Farm for this. Because I remember them being in South Farm. I don't know if they're actually on a shop in the bazaar. I would assume so, but I feel like having this extra moment just to explain what I need to do would be good. Now, I'm going to switch out Corgan for Grub, so A, he can go pick up that junk in the junk pile at the mine, and B, I believe
Where to?
that we might actually need a caster. Although I wouldn't say need, it would probably just be pretty nice to have a caster. And by that I mean someone who's actually good with spells. We'll come back to you in a moment. Now, there's actually... I'm kind of lucky that I did it in the way that I did, where I knew, oh, this is Helgak bone, and without even having to think about it, I was like, I should bring that to the carver in the Helgak, carver in South Farm, because he carves Helgak bone. He could probably do something with it. That was just myself right off the bat, without even knowing what I'm actually using it for. And I'm kind of lucky, because that is actually used in the mold forest. You know, that humongous, gigantic thing, the mold forest. So if I were to have gone in the mold forest first, I would have had to have come all the way out. No, I'd not. I would have had to have come all the way out and go all the way back in. By the way, do we need health? We do not. In order to actually get what I needed from there. And there is still a few things that you actually need to do in it. The mold forest is going to be more or less the center of Shell 7, at least for now. Let's go right back to the shipping and transport area. But one of the reasons why I need a caster is because we're going to be facing something with elemental damage in it. And the thing about elemental damage is that it's weak to its opposing thing. So, knowing what this thing is,
passage off Shell?
I know it's just not going to be
Where
very
do you
good.
go, then?
And having the best possible damage output I can would be very nice. And I've also just never actually used magic in combat too much, so I figured, well, why not try something new? But first and foremost, before we go to the mold forest, we need to go over... Well, for one, we need to go in the cave. That's always where we need to go. And let me check the map. Oh, there's 2 of them. And Grub's probably only going to do 3 damage. Because it's Grub. He does not have power attacks at all. We do no longer have Corgan, so we cannot actually scan things, which is kind of annoying. Yep, Grub only does 3 bloody damage. Because Corgan would actually be useful. Now, he'd be useful to get rid of these things. I'm like, oh, I best stop to check the map to make sure I go in the right direction, and then I'm attacked. But hopefully these things won't take all too long. I could run, but experience is experience. When we're cleaving through things and hardly taking any damage, I think it's safe to run away. But even then, you can just cleave through them in like 30 seconds, then why would you bother stopping? So, it's kind of weird to think about. At least for me. Now, I'd like to at least get rid of one of them first, because that would be awfully nice. Also, fun fact, even though they make a kind of mechanical sound when you hit them, they're not actually mechanical. That kind of sounds like, you know, a roving motor or something when they get hit, doesn't it? The sounds in this thing were always kind of weird, and at least you put Berserk on the least damaging character there was. But the reason why I mention that, I look at Grub and like, oh yeah, he has Repair. When I first played this, I tried to use... Really? Ow. When I first played this, I did actually try and use Repair on one of these crabs. Because they sounded like they would be robotic. Sadly, I was wrong. Kinda wish they were, it'd be much easier to get rid of. No, Grub! Hit the big giant crab thing. I know you're going berserk, but my god. Ow. So far, we've taken more damage from Grub than we have the crabs. Really wish we'd get rid of it. It's still charging. Did it charge twice? And of course my misses. I believe that's the second time now. No, Grub! Bad! Bad! I'm not going to take you back to the tavern. I'm not going to take you upstairs to the tavern in Shell 4. There you go. Look how I stumble over myself, threatening not to take him to the brothel. Sheesh. The last thing I need is someone else berserk, because the team will literally just kill themselves. Okay then, let's just refresh berserk on Grub. Why not? Not yet. One of these days. Hopefully. Before Grub manages to shank someone to death. At least he's not using any items or anything. Because I believe that is something that they can do. Because they have access to your inventory, they could actually cast spell cards and stuff. Once again, someone leveled up and I clicked just at the right moment to get rid of it. Was there actually stairs down here? Yes, there was, so I had to go this way anyway. That makes me feel much better. Yeah. That makes me feel much better. I had to do that fight anyway. Ooh, there's bugs. Let's stay here. We have to go down. So let's... No. I'm like, okay, if I can sneak directly behind the bug. Alright, that one attacked first, so I'm gonna go after the other one, because he's probably charging at the moment. Or at least preparing to do a charge attack. Oh yeah, I forgot how easily I hurt these guys. And he's 52 damage! You're stepping it up, grub. Granted, other people do 86, but still 52 ain't nothing to scoff at from you. Mr. I used to do like 4 points of damage. Proud of you. He's actually a fairly good fighter now. Like, it's actually okay to have him along and not have your fighting capabilities completely crippled. Oh, it's so cute. Die. Stupid bug. Now, we continue on. Over yonder. Apparently I need to go all the way around. Because remember how I said, oh, these two cave exits are the same exact place. That's easy. You know what? Since I can kill these things so easy and experience is experience. Ooh, they lined up perfectly. But remember how I said, oh yeah, I just these two exits actually go to the same place. No, I just actually derped a little bit. Then Aram will shoot and just kill both of them, in theory. In practice, oh, he gets steal. He can actually steal things. In practice, he does actually kill both of them. For 200 gold and 200 experience, taking the 30 seconds to do that was a-okay. Now, no. Maybe? Where does this lead? Oh, this leads to a different part. Well then. I don't think I actually went here before. I'll be completely and entirely honest. There's another beehive, because everybody loves those things. I think Aram can actually shoot and hit both of them. Could definitely do it if he was in Grub's location. But I will have you shoot at the beehive. If you don't hit the bee itself, well... Oh, there we go. Maya should just be able to finish it off. There we go. Fairly easy once again. Now, down here. Yes.
Oh, that sound is scrambling my brain. Let's get out of here.
Wasn't scrambling mine, but in order to actually go in here, you actually need to equip at least Maya. Just show that you can do it with Maya. Wait, no! I didn't want to go... Wanted to equip the other two earplugs.
It looks like it's drawing power from the heat of the lava.
No, I didn't want to fight yet. Well, dang. I especially should have saved. I thought I could walk up to it. But this is a boss. Yeah. Now, as you can see, the targeting reticule disappears. So each of these arms are a separate thing. This is actually going to be not going to be too good, because the 3 earplugs would have been nice, but a fate card, a barrier. Actually, you know what? Instead of trying to defend ourselves, where's our water? Hydro and summon. I will put summon on Aram and water on you. and call for the Queen of the Sea to attack. And this is the summons. She doesn't hit everything, apparently. What is that thing? That's the thing that we... Is that supposed to be a Hellgak? An underwater Hellgak? 97 damage! Not sure with Aram and Grub's damage combined if that would have actually done more or not. But as it is fire-based, it takes increased damage from water-based. That is why. Now, hopefully... Ah! Okay, I can hit it. Yeah, that was a sonic-based attack, I believe. That was actually kind of anticlimactic, though. I'm like, oh, I need to follow the guide's advice. Once again, proving that I don't always need to follow a guy's advice. But Grub, actually, you know what? As everybody is injured... Yeah, let's wait for people to get more injured. Because it's 200 hit points after all. We don't exactly have that many. Really? You have to miss, Aram? Of all the things you could do, you miss. I will, however, cast just regular water on it with Grub to see the damage. $24. Summons definitely make water oh, okay. Well, you do only 14, so maybe that wasn't that bad. No! Don't heal yourself. But I think I'm going to cast a summons again. Now, if we need core, I will have Maya just, help. Ah. At least it's doing that, because I think it can actually, I think it can actually respawn arms, and we have just enough. But this nearly took out an arm. It only... Game? Why did you show the barrier to me? At least that's a water barrier, so it takes less damage from water, but... Oh wait, no, it does actually take less bloody damage. I just officially made it harder for myself. Golly. Alright, I'm going to have these two attack the arm. Not a whole lot of damage to it. I was like, okay, that, and the summons. The summons has the same look of the barrier card. And it's like, oh wait. Yeah, it has the same blue Marduk symbol. God dang it, game. But now I will have Maya toss a potion at the everybody. I mean, I have to beat it down by hand now to boot because it's has water resistance. Good thing I just did that because that is the hit all attack. It does a reasonable amount of damage considering our health. But what I will do, as I'm assuming that he fully healed that one, is have Maya. Let's use... Yeah, Core Relic. I was gonna say, well, I don't want to waste a Core Relic, but this is a boss. This is what I would be saving it for. Alright, put a summon on hit on Aram, and then the water card on Grub, and we will get another summons attack. It will do a large amount of damage, so all we need to do after is hit it once, and it is dead. And the damage meter is 100. One shot. Apparently it didn't fully heal it. It is, however, healing that one, the one that we put the barrier on. Maya, I have a question. Hey, Maya? Could you stop getting burnt so I can ask a question? What's your damage with the grenade? 4. I don't think the grenade did too much. Actually, I have a thought. As we're doing it, let's put a summon Bowman and a summon Earth card. I don't want to, well, I could do air. We don't actually have the Fire Fate card, but let's call that down. See what kind of damage that does. Giant metallic golem thing that apparently causes a cave-in on top of the thing. 4. Maybe putting an elemental attack defense on it. Just, I still can't believe I did that. I still can't believe I cast the barrier spell on the other person. There we go. I know exactly what I'm going to do. Maya, I want you to use another core relic. Quickly now. But as you can see, knowing what spells to use can make a very large difference in combat. Particularly if you actually use the correct card. But one last water attack should kill it, and if not, we can just beat on it a small bit and it'll be done for. It's one kinda creepy well. I'm not even sure where you'd Yay, we killed it, and it falls into the lava. Now, fun fact of the day. Are they gonna speak?
Well, the noise is gone.
We had the Fire Fate card. 12,000 experience. Maya's level 14 and 15. And 9,000 gold. My god. But fun fact of the day. Back in the day, if you were to play that particular scene in Windows 2000 and XP, and this game was released during that time, so there was a chance that your game would actually crash. They have since fixed this, and by since, I mean they actually put out a patch several years later. Better late than never, I suppose. I'm not sure if I actually had one of those computers. I think I went from 98 to Vista, so I don't think I would have ever encountered that problem even when I was younger. That or I was extremely lucky. Or my mother was extremely lucky because she's the one who bought this game in the first place and why I know of it today. But that... Remember how there was this kind of strange sound coming from the bone pole, really? Coming from the bone poles in the village? Yeah, that was it. However, we still need to actually do some more stuff. Specifically, oh my god, you do a hell of a lot more damage now you're leveled up. Specifically, we need to go and venture into the mold forest. Because everybody's dying to see the mold forest. Who knows, we might see a little plumber running around, or a giant spiky turtle carrying a princess. I'm making Mushroom Kingdom jokes, okay? Don't judge me. I do really find these crabs kind of annoying, though. I mean, if they had less health, it would be okay. Or if we did just a bit more damage to them. Because I could have killed three regular enemies in about that time. Actually, probably would have been more like 5, because with how easily I can kill stuff. But yes, all that we have left is to go into the mold forest. Because here's the thing, you don't really find out. You kind of actually need to figure it out yourself. But the locals, the Underlost, we need their help. Because the Chosen are obviously here. I believe we might have found out somewhere. Not sure if we actually fully find out, but the Chosen... the reason why they don't trust the locals is because of the Chosen. So as a result, we need to show them that they can trust us. And we kind of need to figure it out on our own. I believe if we took Grub to the Bone Village, he might actually say something about the little bone pillars. In fact, I think we might have found out something from this guy. Let me see. Underlost. Yes.
Tell me about the creatures that live near the giant bone circles.
The Underlost. They're blind, but that glowing patch on their foreheads, that's stuff they can see as if it's burning in their minds. They also use radar waves to see, so some vibrations and sonics can hurt them like a dog. I think them Outlanders got a sonic device hooked up under the village. The sound travels through the bone circles and keeps them at bay until the Chosen need more slave labor.
Yep. We found that out, that the Chosen are using them as slave labor. So, in order to show them that we are friendly, we need to actually gain their trust. Now, as we know, they are blind, so the only thing they can really see, besides hearing things, is the glowing stuff, like the stuff on their heads and the stuff in the mold forest, and generally just stuff everywhere. And we also get a lantern that can hold that stuff. Can you guess where we get that stuff? Perhaps the mold forest. But there was also that sonic thing. Remember how we tried to go into that cave the first time and I was like, oh my god, it's so loud, I can't hear anything? Put in the earplugs, we stopped the thing that was, making the sound. I can only guess that we're doing the bone pillar part to show them that, hey, we're the ones who did it. I'm not really sure. Let's see what Grub has to say.
What was this place?
Mining operation. We must have done a lousy job, because somebody blew us to bits.
But now we can actually look at this thing.
Wow! Somebody threw out some cool stuff. I salvaged some usable stuff.
Apparently we got smelling salts from a pile of junk. How nobody else could tell that there was a bottle of smelling salts from a junk pile, I don't know. Maya is, or was, a junker. I mean, she should actually be able to find stuff at least as good as him. But when we come back, the mold forest. It's gonna be a whole lot of fun. But that is for next time. So until then, see you later.